Hello and welcome to Always a Friday. We're going to be bringing you a different type of video today. We're actually going to be bringing you along with us as we do a big shop here at our local Tesco's in Mutiara, Damansara, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. We're going to be showing you just how much it costs for us when we do a big 1 week shop over here, what we buy as foreigners here in Malaysia, and just all the different foods and all the different prices that it costs here at a supermarket in Malaysia. So let's go.
Inside Tesco now, it's huge. There's literally everything in it. There's pharmacy, there's clothing, there's electronics, really anything you need, you'll probably get it here. And we're just down the main aisle at the moment, which has all of the discounts and things like that. So let's have a look. So Nathan said I'm only allowed 1 pack, but they are 5 ringgit, which means they're about £1, so it's a good price.
So just to give you a bit of background on price in Malaysia, 5 ringgits is roughly £1. We're going to be saying everything in Malaysian ringgit and everything in British pounds. If you want dollars, just add about 30% onto the price of a pound. So we're going to go from there. So 5 ringgit is £1.
So we just picked up a conditioner, which was 10 ringgit, £2. The toiletries are really affordable here in Kuala Lumpur, and not only that, it's just really easy to get any brand. So any of the big brands that you use at home in the UK, you can pretty much get them here, so it's really good for us. So another thing I love about Asia is how much coconut stuff there is, and it's really reasonable as well. This is 6 ringgit, so just over £1, and it lasts us for a few meals as well, so that's really great. We have to stop ourselves, well, me especially, buying all of the cakes and stuff because it's so cheap, and you can pick up like a cake for 20p, and when it's, I want it all. So we're now gonna get some bread. 2 ringgit 20, so that's less than 50p. So wraps. We're making the most of these because everywhere else in Asia they've been really expensive, whereas here they are nearly 8 ringgit, so that's about £1.50.
So I love sauce, all sauces pretty much, and in Malaysia they are big on the chili sauce. We're going to pick some up, which is this one here, chili sauce with a bit of garlic in, and I love it. It's not too spicy, but it's got really good taste, and this is 3 ringgit, which is about 50p.
So we're not actually getting any of these today because we went a bit mad on our last shop and bought loads of them, but they're so affordable and a really easy way to cook. So this is just chicken flavoured rice seasoning, which is like 20p, like 1 ringgit, and this is a curry paste, and we use like half of it in a curry, and that is 1.89, so like 50p. So they're so cheap, so reasonable, and so easy to cook with as well. And there's so, I mean look, there's so many different flavours. So for 10 eggs, it's about £1.20, 6 ringgit. We normally, in the UK, we've always got organic free-range eggs, but we haven't been able to find them yet here. So if you know where we can get them, where we can pick them up, or what brands they are, just let us know in the comments because we'd love to find that out. So 5 ringgit, £1. These 60p, like Monge 2 bean things. So we forgot the first time we come here, but anything that's loose or even like this, you have to go and get it weighed and get a sticker put on it for them to scan at the till, so must remember. We're a bit lazy, so we always get fresh noodles as we can just add them straight in, but they taste really good and make it even better. They're 1 ringgit, so that's like 20p, so you can't really go wrong.
So when we first got here, we bought this massive bag of garlic. It was 5 ringgit, which is £1, and safe to say it's going to last us a lot longer as well. We've still got loads left. Garlic, super cheap. Most things here, super cheap. Chilies, pretty much all fruit and veg is really reasonable.
So we remembered to weigh them this time. This cabbage is 2 ringgits 30, so it's less than 50p. And this was a guava that Nathan picked up, and so this is 1 ringgit 35, so about 30p. So cheap. So just picking up some milk for 1 litre, it's 7 ringgit 19, so that's about £1.50.
So a big tub of spread is 10 ringgit, so about £2. Just in general in Asia, Malaysia's not too bad, but dairy products are a bit more expensive. That's why the milk was just a little bit more expensive. The UK is super cheap for all that stuff. So in Asia in general, you're going to be paying just a little bit more for dairy stuff, but Malaysia seems quite reasonable compared to other countries.
Nathan, what's just happened?
They've just brought out a bargain, I don't know what you call it, bargain bin. All of these red peppers that are usually quite expensive, down from 15 ringgit, that's £3, to 3 ringgit, that's just over 50p. We've got, I'm not sure, some kind of orange. 1 ringgit, that's 20p. There's a billion oranges in here. It's incredible. 2 ringgit 40p, we'll have them. Asparagus, they're expensive. What do you reckon to these?
I don't think we need oranges. Oh, don't know, you can get them if you want them.
They're 20p.
Yeah, you're gonna eat them?
Might do. So that's actually pretty cool. We never had the bargain bin come out before, so
It was exciting, wasn't
I pounced on it like a vulture.
So we actually have a really nice butcher's near us that sells some really great meat. So we're not actually going to buy meat today. However, obviously they do sell it here. It's 15 ringgit for 1 kilogram of chicken, which is about £3. So really reasonable. What are they playing?
Believe it or not, they are playing S Club 7 in Malaysian Tesco's, and it's the greatest time of my life.
Oh, it's off.
So we found Malaysia food and drink to be really reasonable, but it does get quite a bad rep for its alcohol. Malaysia puts a really high tax on alcoholic beverages, so it is quite expensive, but it does get a really bad rep as being too expensive, crazy expensive, but it's not that bad. This can of Tiger, which is 330ml, is 5 ringgit, which is £1, which in the UK you could probably get a bigger can for about £1, so it is more expensive, true, but when going out we can get a pint of Carlsberg Happy Hour for about 15 ringgit, £3, and I know for a fact that's about half the price than you could find in London. So even though it does get a really bad rep as having alcohol, which is expensive, and it is, it's not that bad, so don't put it off you coming here.
So with Malaysia being a predominantly Muslim country, we really didn't think they would sell pork, but they do. However, they put it in a little room at the back here, you can see here, so they have all of their pork products all in there. I love tea, and I fell in love with the bo. I think you pronounce it, is that right? You can let me know. But it's so good, so good. So I always buy this at home, but I already have some at the moment. But we're also going to pick up just some caffeine-free peppermint, which I love as well. Just Tesco's own brand, which is 5 ringgit, and that's £1. So really reasonable.
So just picking up some tuna, and these are 185 grams each, and they are 6.5 ringgit, so about £1.30. Really good value. Have them in sandwiches and some pasta sometimes.
So just some chopped tomatoes, which are just really easy to cook with. 4 ringgit, so about 80p.
So for breakfast every morning we have oatmeal, and for 14 ringgit, which is just under £3, you get a kilogram of the stuff. Really good, and we already have this. So today I'm just going to pick up some of these little instant add-ons. For a bit of chocolate, we mix it half and half for about 200 grams of the chocolate oatmeal, which that is 5 ringgit, so about £1. So we can add these now. But it means a really cheap breakfast.
We haven't been able, I think we had these once before in Asia, but this is actually English recipe. So we're going to get some of them. They're 5 ringgit 50, so about £1.20.
So we don't pick them up, but instant noodles here are ridiculously cheap. Just as an instance, big pack of this is 5 ringgit, so that's £1. Yeah, incredibly cheap. So unfortunately we are lazy, we don't make our own pasta sauces. We used to, but now we're at Tesco's. They do a really good pasta sauce, which isn't sugary at all. Most of the sauces we've found have been really sugary, don't really like them too rich. But these Tesco ones, they do a bolognese and a onion and garlic, and they are 6-7 ringgit, which is about £1.40 each, and they'll do us 2 pastas, which is really good. So just picked up some actual pasta. Couldn't find a price for this whole week. We think it's about 5 ringgit a pound for 500 grams. And we got this one as well on super offer, which is 750 grams for 5 ringgit, which is £1. So pasta's good to go. So as Rebecca said earlier on, this Tesco's does have everything, and it is absolutely massive. And they've obviously even got their whole clothing range. And just walking past, I saw this t-shirt for 8 ringgit, down from 26, and 8 ringgit is about £1.50. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna buy it. That's pretty cool. So you're getting t-shirts for £1.50 as well. It's such a cool place.
So I think that's everything now. We've got our stuff. Let's go to the tills and see how much it comes to. So the reason we've bought our bags is so we've noticed all around Asia, not just in Malaysia, that we use a lot of plastic bags, so we just try and cut down on that, even if it's just by a few. So yeah, it's a good idea.
So there we have it. This is all of the food that we bought for a week. This is pretty much a week shop for us. We do eat out a little bit during the week, but this is like our core, our base food essentials. So in total, I have the receipt here, it was 165 ringgit, which is just over £30 for a week shop, which is amazing.
So, I mean, yeah, we can't believe it.
We're definitely not getting it any cheaper in the UK. And also you can get it cheaper in other countries in Asia, but you definitely can't get the food like this in other countries in Asia. You know, the Western food, like the the Heinz baked beans and
just the variety, the different brands. It's just we haven't seen it.
Yeah, you can get your Asian food, but also your kind of Western food, the stuff that we would usually get as well. So that was awesome. It's a really good little trip. We hope you enjoyed the video as well. It's a different video today. We did have a little look through our receipt, and there was only one thing on here that was more than 10 ringgit. So the only one thing on here that's double digits, which is 10 ringgit is about £2. And if you were paying attention, do let us know what that was. Only one thing over 10 ringgit. That just shows you how cheap it is.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments if you know what that is. And it's like a little quiz. But that is the end of our video. We hope you liked it. If you did, remember to give it a like. And of course, subscribe to our channel too. And leave us a comment as well. We'd love to know what supermarket you go to, what's in your weekly shop, and how much is your weekly shop?
Yeah.
Is it cheaper or is it more expensive?
Absolutely.
So yeah, leave us a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. And that's it for now, so we'll see you soon.